Okay, you fans, I'm at the end of Alta Loma Terrace Drive, right up against Highland Boulevard, and I went through Alta Loma Terrace. It's all stairways and walkways, and I'm sorry to disappoint you fans all over the world. 4435 and 6655 were torn down. They didn't mention that 4435 was not here, and but like I said originally, she did 7 films while living here in Alta Loma Terrace Drive throughout the year of 1931. Her first one was The Bad Sister, playing a character named Laura Madison, and incidentally Humphrey Bogart was in that film way back in 1931, and he didn't become a big star until he starred in The Petrified Forest. Again, Bette Davis was in that film. That was 1936, and as you can see, according to my sources, they never mentioned that 4435 was torn out along with 6655 for the Hollywood Bowl parking lot. So her house would have been from here south going north. And let me rattle off the 7 films that she did here at Alta Loma Terrace. She did The Bad Sister, then she did a movie called The Seed, and then she did Waterloo Bridge, and then another film called Way Back Home, and then she did another one called The Menace, and she was loaned out for that to Columbia Studios. And then she did the last one for Universal as a loan out called Hell House with Pat O'Brien and Junior Durkin. Okay, I'm here. I'm at the north side of Alta Loma Terrace for you fans. I'm sorry they didn't mention that 4435 and 6655. It would have been, like I said, from south that way to the north, right over here. This would have been where Bette Davis would have lived in 1931, but as you can see, it's all gone. Oh yeah, and then the last film that she did was the first film that she did at Warner Brothers, The Man Who Played God, with George Arliss, playing the character Grace Blair. Okay, so here you go, you fans all over the world and across the street. For what it's worth, when getting back to what I said in the earlier video about the siege of Fort Anthony, he was fighting the county because they wanted to put the Hollywood Heritage Museum, but took 19 years, and they finally did put it in, but they put it in across the street in 1985. The barn, it's called the Lasky DeMille Barn. It was used to film the first feature-length film in Hollywood in 1914, starring Dustin Farnham, and it was 74 minutes. They had never made a film that long. So this is Highland Boulevard, and that's coming off the 101 freeway, what they call the Cahuenga Pass. And okay, so follow me and let's go to where she lived. Bette Davis from 1936 to 1938. Okay, you fans, let's go.